Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing good. What's up, everyone? So, this is again your astrologer, Gautam from Astroscience on this wonderful platform of YouTube. Today, we are joining in on June the 6th. That's a Sunday. Hope you guys are doing good. So, this video is will have some important announcement for the day and for a couple of months' time. So let's discuss what are the phenomena which are happening up there in the sky and how things are really gonna change in our life. Specifically, when the planets they change their zodiac sign, when we have certain natural cosmic phenomena like eclipses, how these things really impact your life, or how these things really change your circumstances of life. So we are going to discuss that and some more couple of announcements. So keep watching this video. Of course, if you guys have any questions during the session, or maybe after watching the video, always comment below, because I personally reply to each and every comment of mine, and I feel really great and motivated when I actually see, okay, you guys are really commenting in, because what I feel is you are not just a subscriber to this family, you are to this channel, you are kind of really my family. So we have to grow together in terms of knowledge, in terms of expanding our horizons related to what we are studying, some interesting topics, of course, related to astrology, palmistry, Vastu Shastra, Feng Shui, many interesting subjects. So let me introduce me. Just let me take a couple of minutes and try to introduce myself. I have never kind of introduced me on this channel, but certainly would like to do a specific video about me, like what I do and how did I start my journey of astrology and things. So as you all know, my name is Gautam. I live in Kingston, Canada, which is the eastern part of Canada. That's Ontario. I started my astrology career, or astrology journey back in 2010, and it's been fabulous 10 years of this wonderful journey of astrology. During these 10 years, I have interacted with many great minds, scholars, very good astrologers and gurus, which have enlightened me on this path, which have given me, or shared that kind of gyan or knowledge required for Jyotisha and moving in this particular field. And also initiation, which is kind of really important. If you're learning something, or if you're getting dedicated into some kind of a field, you need a guru who can kind of really initiate you. Initiation is again very important. Sankalpa is very important to complete the journey. If you want to really complete a journey, and if you have a strong sankalpa with you, then that kind of thing really works in life. Okay, so 2010 started my journey in astrology. Till 2014, late 2014, I was kind of really studying and doing more research in it. And Jan the first 2015 onwards, I started my practicing, taking up clients, and since then I'm studying, practicing, and even teaching astrology. With this note, let me do the first announcement, which you can see, I think, see in the title. New batch of astrology classes is starting from July the 1st. Yeah. So this is a complete new batch. So in case if you're interested to learn astrology, or if you know any of your friends or family members who are keen to dive into this divine science, then certainly you can share this video with them, or send my link to them, and then we can have a word from there. July the 1st, 2021, which is right next month, new batch is starting. So the astrology course which I usually conduct, I'm doing since last 3 years. I mean, three and a half years. since I have started my astrology batches. The complete course goes for around 7 to 8 months. 7 months is approximately, but sometimes some students are want more, and to match the pace, it goes approximately 8 months course. In terms of time, it's an 60 hours course, 60 hours of course. hmm Now you'll think that, oh, 60 hours is kind of really too much. Certainly, it has to be. Astrology is not this much. Astrology is also vast. It's too much. It's an ocean. So to really understand this vast ocean of knowledge, you need that kind of duration, that kind of time, that kind of energy is involved in it. There are a lot of workshops which I see online. A few of my fellow astrologers, they conduct workshops, boot camps, certain crash course, and these workshops will kind of not really help you to understand astrology. Probably crash course might really crash you. Jokes apart, but yeah, I mean, if you kind of really agree, just comment below, let me know what are your thoughts. uh, do you agree with me or no, that small crash course or weekend course, just 2 hours or 5 hours or 10 hours, that might not set you up in in this pathway of astrology. You might need certain hours to really understand the in and out of the subject, to get into the nitty and gritty of the Jyotisha, and then you are set for this pathway, wonderful pathway of astrology. So 60 hours is my guarantee of my astrology courses. Day one, from R1, from the basic of astrology, and goes all the way to the advanced. So my 60 hours are divided into three levels, 20 hours each. 20 20 20, which is basic, intermediate, and then going all the way to the advanced and professional. uh, Basics certainly involves knowledge about zodiac signs, planetary knowledge about houses in astrology, astronomy, mathematics, and all. Level 2 involves the prediction part, which involves divisional charts, Shad work, Sodas work, KP astrology, which is Krishnamurti Paddhati astrology. These are one of my fortes which are involved in, which I really love to share and teach in my classes. And then going all the way to the advanced level, which involves Nakshatra, birth time rectification, which is again one of my specialization, which is again one of my forte. So, and certainly at the end of the course there would be examinations. So I have set 100 marks question paper for my students. Students usually solve that, get some marks, and then followed by a certification. So this is how the entire journey usually goes. But the journey doesn't end over there. I have personal WhatsApp groups for my students. So I do share day to day knowledge, or any research or any new thing which I learn or see in some charts. So I quickly go and WhatsApp, hey guys, hey students, this is something new. In case if you're interested to join that kind of a WhatsApp group, again, you have to do one simple thing, is just comment below and let me know. If yes, then certainly we can talk about that. Okay, so coming back to astrology course, which is starting right from July the 1st, goes all the way down to December the 31st. I intend to complete in 7 months' time, so that I can start another new batch in Jan 2022, and that will go all the way to the June 2022. So this is how I have designed the course to set my students into astrology. Now, why to learn astrology? There can be numerous reasons to learn astrology. You might love to learn astrology to help your friends. You might do social courses. You might learn astrology to become a professional astrologer and set yourself in this career. Practice professionally. You might learn astrology to help your family. You might learn astrology just to understand the science. There can be a lot of reasons why you really want to learn astrology. My reason was obviously it was my passion. It was my core, my sheer interest in this subject. I really lived in and out. I used to kind of breathe astrology, eat astrology, be learn about sky, talk to planets, talk to the sky, and kind of really wanted to get into this field since a very 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 much very young age, since perhaps I was kind of a teenager. But certainly after completing my academics, when I completed my MBA, master's degree, and then I kind of really set myself in this field. I streamlined my career, my path with astrology. So here am I. But some of you might already be an astrologer, so I really love to interact with different astrologers too. And you can comment below and let me know if you are already an astrologer. So we can have a word. It's always good to discuss. And once you start discussing with people, then you kind of really expand the horizon. So here we are, the first announcement, astrology classes starting July the 1st. Any questions? Comment below. Let me know. And you can just hit like button in case if you're kind of really enjoying the video so far. Couple of more things which I wanted to discuss in our session today. Let me start with the solar eclipse. June 10th is the solar eclipse, which is happening right up there in the sky. So what are the impact, or what will be what will be the effects of solar eclipse? Let's discuss that first. Before that, we have to understand what happens when these eclipses happen. In a year, we have so many solar eclipse happening every year. We have lunar eclipse happening every year, Surya Grahan, Chandra Grahan. And with this, a lot of people, a lot of astrologers, they kind of really scare you. Oh, today is solar eclipse. You are not allowed to do this. You have to follow all the myths. You have to do this. You have to do that. So, is solar eclipse really a myth, or is it that solar eclipses or any sort of eclipse, do they really matter you? Do eclipses really impact your life? What is this? Let's try to first understand the fundamentals, because if the basics are not clear, if you don't understand what is eclipse, then certainly you might not be able to understand further. You might read a lot about, okay, so today is solar eclipse, so this will happen with Aries, this will happen with Taurus, this will happen with Gemini, this will happen with Capricorns, this will happen with Pisces. But does those things really happen, or it is just astrologers are trying to just make videos for entertainment, for fun, or just to scare you guys? What is it? Is it a myth or a science? Firstly, these are natural phenomena. They are happening up there in the sky. They were happening from millions of years. They are happening in 2021, and they will keep happening for the next millions of years again. Life was there millions of years back, and life was not there uh, at a time when these eclipses used to happen. At that time, maybe back in, maybe probably millions of years back, if you see, life was not there. Still, eclipses, they happened, and they had impact on earth through the form of natural calamities, or certain upsurge in energies on earth, and that's how the entire existence of so many species had come to an end. So certainly eclipses, they kind of do have impact, but who to whom will these eclipses will really kind of impact? Will it impact your personal life or no? So when you see videos on, okay, uh, solar eclipse is going to impact Aries in this way, Taurus in this way, there is some nitty and gritty which has to be followed. like how will solar eclipse impact Aries, or how will it impact Taurus? If you consider Aries as, the Western zodiac sign, that okay, I was born between the month of March the 23rd to April the 22nd. I am Aries, so solar eclipse is going to impact me in this way. You saw some video on, okay, solar eclipse is going to impact to Aries. So will that thing work? My answer is no. That thing is not going to work. That Aries thing is only going to work if your moon sign is Aries, like if your Chandra or moon is in Aries at particular degree in particular nakshatra, or you're an Aries ascendant, or there is some kind of specific Aries thing in which is going on around in your life. Only then these solar eclipses will kind of really impact you. But this year, the solar eclipse is happening on June the 10th, which I can see. It's happening right in the sign of Taurus, Vrushabha Rashi, which is the second Rashi of our zodiac sign, zodiac circle. And Sun is going to be right at 26 degree approximately, and Rahu is going to be 15 degree. So Sun is 26 degree, Rahu is 15 degree, which is a wide difference in terms of the conjunction. So there is no conjunction happening of Sun and Rahu on uh, June the 10th, but Sun and Moon, they both are going to be together in the sign of Taurus. That's how the solar eclipse is kind of really going to happen. Solar eclipse happen usually when the moon comes in between sun and earth. So sun's rays are coming all the way to earth, and when moon comes in between sun and earth, that's how the shadow enters the earth zone, and that's how the eclipse happened. So it's happening in Taurus at 26 degree. Now, if you who will to whom this eclipse will impact the most, it is going to impact the most if uh, your moon sign is Taurus. If your moon is right at 26 degree in Taurus, if your birth nakshatra is in Taurus zodiac sign, and sun and moon are conjuncting over there, then there is very high possibility of impacting Taurus as a zodiac sign. But apart from that, overall things seems to be okay. I mean, impact can be positive, impact can be negative. It all depends upon your current antardasha. I don't know what mahadasha are you going around. I don't know what is your current antardasha, which planetary antardasha are you going around in your life. So it there is a lot of things you have to really get into nitty and gritty. I can just say, okay, solar eclipse is happening in Taurus sign. Here you go. You're a Taurus, then it might impact you. No, it's not like that. You have to really see a lot of factors, uh, lot of areas of life. But one very important thing which I can definitely say, that these eclipses, they, be it solar or lunar has more mind and mental related energy upsurge on earth. So whenever there is a chandra grahan or a lunar eclipse, you will see some kind of the mental inclination goes in the wrong way. You might mentally incline, or you might think in a wrong way in that particular week, not only on a lunar eclipse, but in that particular week. So is solar eclipse, which is happening on June the 10th. So starting June the 8th all the way to June the 12th, these couple of 4 to 5 days, uh, solar energies, or the sun energies, is going to kind of really impact on the physical part, on the soul part of yours, on your body chakras, and also somewhere on the confidence level. So every one of you, every single person, if you're not kind of that strong enough, if you don't have a strong sun in your chart, now eclipse they do impact people who don't have strong sun, strong moon in their life the most. If your Surya is debilitated, Nich ka Surya, or if the moon is debilitated, or moon is with Rahu or Ketu, or if sun is in enemy zodiac sign, then, or if a sun is with enemy planets in conjunction or in aspects, then these are the people to whom the eclipse kind of really trap them and kind of really impact them. So yeah, that is one important thing. But coming back to the solar eclipse and the impact, is more on the confidence level. Fundamentally, it's more on the kind of the soul level impact. So my suggestions or my recommendations to every one of you would be, just take care of your health, specifically between June 8 to June 12. These 5 days, take care of your health. Okay. Uh, this was all about the eclipse announcement. In case if you have any questions, comment below. Let me know. I will be happy to help you over there. Third announcement: Mercury is retrograde. Oh boy! So Mercury retrograde, Saturn is retrograde. These two planets are retrograde. Saturn is retrograde in its own zodiac sign, which is the sign of Capricorn, which says that when Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn zodiac sign, and which happens in every 30 years, this Saturn gets retrograde in Capricorn in every 30 years. Okay, might be a new fact for you guys. Why 30 years? Because it is Saturn is, or Shani Dev is going to take 30 years to again come back to Capricorn. So we are in 2021. So somewhere approximately in 2051, Saturn might be retrograde in Capricorn or Makara Rashi during that time. This is the time, and the retrograde is approximately till this October. If I'm not wrong, October the 10th. But just comment below. Let me know if you know the exact date. What happens during this time is Saturn says that, okay, you have to really make plans. You have to really work hard, because Saturn is a graha or a planet of karma, strong believer of karma. And Saturn says that you have to really work hard on your tasks, on your really on all your objects. You have to really forget about hunger, food, water, thirst, anything. Doesn't matter how much farmist you are, you have to still work hard on your object, on your targets, on your, achieving your targets. So that's how Saturn really says, and that's the message during the retrograde of Saturn. The next 5 months you have to really work hard in career, and that, and this point kind of really makes sense. Lockdown is getting over in many countries. I'm in Canada. I'm in Ontario. So lockdown is here till June the 14th, and then it is going to open up in phases. It says that, and if you guys are in India, then I think lockdown is again opening up in June, I think so. Comment below and let me know the exact dates. What are the news? When is the lockdown opening up in India? I think somewhere in mid of this month. Business will open up, trade, commerce, all your work will start getting up. And then you have to really pull up your socks and kind of really work hard to again get your business back on track. And this is going to go all the way till October, till right before Diwali. Right before Diwali time, you have to really work hard. And believe me, if you put in that much of your efforts and inputs in your work and business, you're going to really succeed, because Saturn really, blesses people who really work hard and have plans and, adhere to those rules. Okay, so work hard for next 5 months. You will see very good results in your life. That's certainly my guarantee to you guys. But in this month, Mercury is retrograde till June third week. So try to take care of any communications. Do not take any decisions in haste. Just mind your communication. Mind your your dialogues with your friends, your enemies, or with anyone. Okay, so that's how This month you have to just be, keep your communications tight. And then from July onwards, certainly Shravan month is starting in July. So that is again a very auspicious time, auspicious spiritual time, I must say. I'll do another video on Shravan month and do's and don'ts, what has to be done. So Saturn retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Jupiter is again going to retrograde in the sign of Pisces and ending in Aquarius and ending in uh, October of this year. So again, there'll be a certain point when in Saturn and Jupiter, Shanidev and Gurudev, Brahaspati, they both will be kind of retrograde, and that will have Jupiter retrograde might be again Jupiter is getting retrograde in its own sign. Saturn is again retrograde in its own sign. Now, where are these planets in your ascendant? Okay, if you are an Aries ascendant, then Saturn is retrograde in your 10th house. If you're a Taurus ascendant, then Saturn is retrograde in your ninth house. If you're a Leo ascendant, then certainly in one specific particular house. If you are a Capricorn ascendant, then it's in the first house. So depending on that particular house, depending upon what Mahadasha or Antardasha you are going through, you can predict a lot of things about your life. Okay, but nothing to worry as such. Everything like seems to be perfect, awesome, and yeah, things seems to be really good. There's nothing bigger news, or nothing very scary which is going to really happen with these retrogrades. So usually people may scare you with, okay, retrograde, this, that, these do's, don'ts, okay, beware, be cautious. But you just have to do the right karma, and if you believe in karma, if you're keep doing the right karma, then astrology will keep happening on its own, and your karmic path or your karmic activities will keep helping you in its own way. The last announcement was end of this video is end of corona, end of pandemic. Now a lot of people ask me, when is this pandemic going to end, or is there any specific date? I think I did some post on Facebook also last year when pandemic was happening, when corona was happening. I did couple of predictions. Uh, so see, this kind of an pandemic is not going to end really very soon. So it is going to stay for at least, you can say, till Jupiter really ends the Pisces zodiac sign and enters into Aries. So Jupiter will enter Aries after perhaps 2 years, year and a half to 2 years. So I can intuitively see that kind of visibility of ending. Now there is again uh, a question that what is end? Is it related to specific continent or country? In some countries, corona or pandemic is always already over. New Zealand, for example, or some other countries, there is no cases. There's absolutely no mask wearing or no guidelines in their respective countries. But in some countries, we see second wave, third wave. We might predict fourth wave also. So is it based on country to country, or is it based on whole world? So the answer over here would be this is more. It's going to be more based on continent to continent, as in when every country have their own birth charts. Or every country have their own ascendant charts. So whenever planets are kind of really moving for every specific country, it will kind of really impact based on that. So that is kind of really the news that it's not going to end in this year or this month or next couple of months. It's going to be there. So just take care and kind of really stay safe. So that was end of our discussions for the day. And in case if you have any questions, you can always comment below and let me know. And if you're already watching this video, thanks for watching it, and thanks for subscribing the channel. I really appreciate your support towards this. Right. Take care, and I'll see you in tomorrow or day after tomorrow. You can expect another video, but I will see you in this live streaming next week. Okay. Bye. Take care.